didn't have all the information. So first of all, you're married. How long have you been married?
2 months.
2 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And we're in our 50s.
Yes. How did y'all meet?
You gonna tell the story or me? I'll let you tell. Go ahead.
Okay. One thing I know that a woman can't resist is, no, let me start here. I saw her and her friend walking down the street.
We were in Annapolis.
I was in Annapolis. I was sitting in a cafe and I said, boy, y'all are short.
You know,
and so she stopped. She said, what you say? I said, y'all are short. And so she came back and her friend knew the guy I was with. And one thing that she couldn't resist that I had was a Harley. She could not resist.
You've heard his side of the story, so let me tell you mine.
Let him finish. Are you finished?
Yeah.
You finished?
Yeah, and
that was it?
Once she put that Harley between her legs.
Oh Lord! No, I'm gonna tell the story. Okay, we were in Annapolis. It was my girlfriend's birthday, and we were walking down the street. And you know, he has this deep, booming voice. He doesn't realize that people can hear him when he speaks. You know, when he's thinking out loud. So those girls are short, and I turned to look at him, and I didn't come up and say anything to him. I just turned to look. And then the other guy that was with him kept looking at me and my friend, and he was waiting for my girlfriend to recognize him because she knew him, and they'd known each other for like 20 years. So we walked over, they introduced us, you know, we started talking, we walked around Annapolis for a while. I was taking my girlfriend to dinner because it was her birthday, so him and his friend decided to join us for a little while. I knew nothing about a Harley at this point, nothing. We was talking about books, and he was on his way to Brazil. Right, he had just come back to here to sell his house. You know, he's retired. I'm moving to Brazil. I'm just selling my house. You know, I'm going to be leaving shortly. Blah 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 blah. Right? That's okay. That's all you nice person. We can just talk. So he gives me his phone and tells me to call his phone because he put up this crazy message. That's how he gets my phone number. I said, okay, let me call you. So at the, you know, we dinner and we're leaving. And at this time, I didn't know he had a Harley until him and his friend walked off and they rolled back by. I said, oh, wow, he rides a Harley.
But did that seal the deal?
Not really. Well, yeah, it did. Because you know what? Women love men on motorcycles. And he has a beautiful Harley, you know. And then, so he said, I'm going to call you. That was on a Saturday. He calls me the next day and says, okay, we're going to go off. Do you want to go for a ride? And I couldn't because I was helping my sister. So I called him back and we talked for like 5 hours on the phone. And so he says, well, I'm going to, you know, I want to go out, you know, I'm going to come out and take you out. So I can't remember if he invited himself to somewhere where I was going with one of my friends.
Because there was food there.
So he said, well, what are you doing tomorrow? So I got to go to I'm going to a fish fry and I have to fry the fish. He said, well, can I go? I'm going, right? I said, well, you know, he took me off guard. I said, that's kind of forceful, right? I said, okay. And then, you know, within 6 weeks, I knew I loved him.
So 6 weeks? It only took 6 weeks.
You know how they say a lot of times men will see a woman and know that they want that woman to be their wife? How long did it take you to realize that you wanted her to be your wife?
Look at her. She's hot. She is hot.
This is my husband.
She is.
This is my husband.
So,
this is my husband.
so I told my buddy that day, I said, she is smoking hot and chocolate. Smoking hot and chocolate. Yeah.
And that's all you need?
Oh, no. And I went to Brazil.
He did.
I moved to Brazil.
He went to Brazil.
Girlfriend. He went to Brazil and y'all still got married?
He went to Brazil, and within a week or two he calls me up. He says, "Baby, I love you. I'm coming back." He stayed in Brazil 30 days to the day. He left on the 5th of October, and I picked him up at Nashville the 5th of November, and we've been together ever since.
Ever since. That's right.
And it'll be 3 years in August. You know, and I've spent my whole life waiting waiting for this man.
Oh God, that make me feel all warm. Let's go home.
Party over. Party over. Got our own party.
And so we just clicked. We clicked, and it's been romantic. We've had romance. You know, we've had drama. You know, and we got married. And we spend every day saying I love you every day. And I show her that I love her every day. Don't miss a day.
How do you show her?
Kiss her. You really want to know? Man, I can get graphic with this. Believe me, she knows I love her. Right?
He does.
You know, and sometimes, you know, and we have a safe place. We don't bring the problems. It's called the green sofa. We just sit on the green sofa, and that's like our safe place.
What happens on the green sofa?
All kinds of stuff, but this safe there. It's a romantic thing.
It's an argument-free zone.
That's right.
Yes.
We don't argue.
Yeah, we don't argue on the green sofa. I'll run to the green sofa. Sit on it.
The green sofa is Switzerland, basically.
You can say it's Switzerland. It's the neutral zone.
Yeah.
It's definitely that. Comes home, there's no questions, there's no talk about work, just get veg, don't have to say anything except how big I love you.
You got to get this on camera. This is how I knew it was that girl, right? I go over to her house. I'll go into the kitchen, and so she was in the kitchen doing something, and she opened up the kitchen cabinet. It was every spice that you could think of. All kinds of cooking stuff. I said, oh snap, this looks like my mama's kitchen. She had spices. Oh yes. Yes, South Carolina girl. She could cook. Man, can she cook.
So your recommendation is find somebody who can cook.
And it's hot. Yeah. Cooking and hot, they go together. Cooking and hot. You gotta be cooked hot. Cooked hot. Yes. That's the combination. You know. That's right. Yes.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.